What's up, guys?
What's up?
How are y'all?
Doing great.
I really hate how y'all keep coming over here with wrestling shirts, and I never have my wrestling shirt on. It's cool though.
Let's see, what are you repping today, though?
Red Bush. It's a liquor.
We got liquor.
We got liquor, but we don't have this.
And then the hat is.
I mean, we can. Wanna go
What's
ahead?
hat?
Yeah.
What hat is that? Is that your hat?
No, this is my friend, my goddaughter's mother's business hat. Is DD's Drea Dare.
I think you had a North Carolina one on last time.
Yeah, I did with the North Carolina shirt. Yeah, this right here is from Drea Dare. It's DD. So make sure y'all Drea Dare Boutique. Make sure y'all go shop there. She don't have much men's stuff yet. She has a lot of women's stuff though. But you know how we do every time. Well, this is only our second time. But every time we do this, we're gonna start off with a shot. Cheers to wrestling. All right. So today's episode, WWE Money in the Bank 2023 from the O2 in London, right? So we kicked off with the men's Money in the Bank. Now I remember the last time when we did a Night of Champions video, we made early predictions, like
Early
it was like
predictions.
real early. It was
Yeah.
like they ain't even had qualifying matches yet.
Even though it was going to be in it.
Yeah, so I think you were the only one that actually chose somebody that was in the match. It was LA Knight.
That was LA
But you
Knight.
said LA Knight and Cameron Grimes. I said Montez Ford. Ford and Grimes didn't even make it to the match. So, but LA Knight, he was close.
He did well. He did
He-
really well.
he did well.
He shined a lot in that match.
He did well, and I think he'll get pushed like he's supposed to.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, it's like Triple H said afterwards, is you got to let the story play out.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
I guess Triple H doesn't feel that it's LA Knight's time yet.
not yet, but he said good things come to
Right.
those who wait too. So that could be a sign for things to come for him. So we'll see how that plays out. So I think I already know, but just for the viewers, how did you feel about Logan Paul being in the match?
How did I feel about him being in the match?
Mhm. A new phrase: being thrown in the match, not even having a
Qualifying
match.
I didn't necessarily appreciate the fact that he was just thrown into it to have that opportunity.
Yeah.
But with him being just thrown into it, with him just being a celebrity or YouTuber,
Yeah.
ultimately it just solidified he wasn't going to win.
Yeah.
He was just put in there for the hot spot with Ricochet.
That's exactly right.
Which, it's fantastic because
They delivered.
Yeah.
before their Rumble match, I would have never, ever appreciated Logan Paul really being in the ring in the Money in the Bank match. But for the high spots in his athletic ability, I can definitely appreciate it, and I want to see where they go with Ricochet.
Well, I mean, didn't he have a match with Roman Reigns at SummerSlam last year? Was it SummerSlam?
Honestly, you're going a long ways back.
Well, what I was gonna say is that, I mean, the Royal Rumble match with Ricochet, that was awesome. But I think was it Roman Reigns? He did an he did a frog splash. What was it, WrestleMania?
Probably.
He did a frog splash off the top rope on somebody. I can't remember. The Miz. It was the Miz.
Mm-hmm.
Or something like that. But anyway, even when Logan Paul when he first got in the ring, he surprised me. Like
Most definitely.
Like he exceeded everything that I thought. Yeah, I was like, wow, okay, this guy's. Even Triple H said it. He was like, for somebody like Logan Paul to come in the ring and do what he's not even supposed to do is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I mean, I applaud him for it.
For him to be able to keep up with Ricochet,
that
is what gets me.
Yeah.
For him to be able to, with Ricochet, deliver these spots that, admittedly, a bunch of other very well experienced wrestlers could not hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And granted, they messed up. In that Money in the Bank match,
that one spot,
they slipped on the Spanish Fly, and ultimately, Logan's went out and said that it's all because the rope was hit just a little too early by Ricochet, and it made everybody slip. But then Logan Paul looked at Ricochet because he don't improvise. He doesn't do this.
Yeah.
And he could look in Ricochet's face and tell that Ricochet was still going with it.
Oh, I mean, you have to.
And
You
so-
can't. You
and
can't.
So at that
Sell it.
point,
Yeah.
Logan point blank was just like, all right, well, let's sell it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, at that point, when you're on, especially on the top rope,
Yeah.
you can't do anything but just go along with what you're gonna do.
Right.
Like,
And I mean, he, as dangerous as it was, as close as he got, they both did fantastically
it was.
in
Yeah.
making sure neither one of them got hurt.
Right. It wasn't pretty, but it was still like a, oh my God, that was
Right.
nice. But that was probably one of my favorite moments of the match because I knew they were gonna have something with them too.
Right.
Just didn't know what. And then when that happened, I was like, yeah, that was that moment
That
right
was
there.
it.
That was supposed to be it right there. And like I said, it wasn't pretty, but it was still like it was
Oh
still,
my God, they
yeah.
even attempted that.
Yeah. And then they almost nailed it 100%, but it was still good though. It was still like that's what I was looking for because I was like, and throwing him in the match. That's why I think they put him in the match too
Mm-hmm.
because they wanted that moment again.
Yeah.
With them too. So, I mean, I don't appreciate how they did it, but I see why they did it, and it worked.
Well, I think it lines up for Ricochet versus Logan Paul at SummerSlam. And a one-on-one between the two it has the ability to be a high-stakes,
Yep.
high-paced, awesome match.
Yep, I think so too. What was your favorite part of the match?
Honestly, that.
Yeah,
Just to be on the attempt to do the Spanish fly.
yeah, it was.
Well, I'm gonna highlight before they did that. I think it was Ricochet hit Logan Paul. I could be wrong. I don't remember exactly. But Ricochet hit a 450 splash on somebody on the ladder.
On the ladder.
And that
Oh
was
my
also,
gosh!
That was
Yep.
impeccable.
I don't think it was Logan.
It was somebody.
I think. Oh, it was what's the Spanish dude?
Santos Escobar.
There you
I think
go.
that's who it was. Yeah, that right there was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was a good moment too.
It was.
Yeah,
It
there was
was
a lot of
awesome.
moments in there. I was like, "Ooh, somebody's gonna get hurt," but you know.
Personally, just me, of everybody in the match, I know it doesn't fit story. I liked Shinsuke.
I did too.
but-
Man.
It's not his time, and I get it. I wasn't mad with the ending. I definitely
So you wasn't mad? That was gonna be my next thing. You wasn't mad with Damien? I wasn't either.
no.
I
Well,
wasn't
and
either.
when he won, I was like, well, I know Damien's happy because Damien won.
I mean, I was like, out of everybody in the match, I was like, this has got to be the guy who wins. Because I mean, Judgment Day, like even
It fits.
when he first came to the main roster too, I could tell like he'll get there. He just needs something. And the Judgment Day did it, and he's running the Judgment Day really well.
I still feel like his personal character development could use a little bit,
Probably, yeah.
but
I think that'll come with
I-
this. Finn
I was about
Balor
to say,
reign.
Yeah.
I think whatever we're about to see, which I'm sure we'll touch on later,
Yeah.
I think whatever we're about to see with the Finn Balor thing is going to probably develop him quite a bit.
Yeah. So I'm going back to Shinsuke though. So I'm a big Shinsuke fan.
Me too.
And when he won the Royal Rumble and the same
Right.
night Oscar won the Royal Rumble,
Yes.
I was like, two Japanese?
stars.
And then
It
they go to
makes sense.
WrestleMania and they both lose. I'm like, oh my gosh. I thought Shinsuke was going to win.
Well, I hate to tell you, he was fighting AJ Styles, so it was hard pressed for him to come out of that match with a victory.
Look here.
Man.
Leave your man crush out of it.
Please. Jeez.
There's not
Anyway.
enough room in this conversation for that.
Anyway. I was going to say something else, but kids probably watching. So yeah, it was Logan Paul, Ricochet, Damien Priest, Shinsuke, Butch, Santos, and LA Knight. What do y'all rate the match? I rated it a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Uh,
Only because the Spanish fly wasn't delivered perfectly.
I don't think I could go so
Mm-mm.
far as to say 9 out of 10.
No,
I think I might rest with like a 8.
I say 9. I mean, it was.
I'd have to say 7
A
just
7?
because LA Knight didn't win.
Oh shit.
Well, you know,
Well, I mean,
you gotta like who you like, but not be biased as long as the
Yeah.
story is good. You know,
Yeah.
as long as it goes well, and it does go well.
Damien
like,
don't
it-
need the money in the bank.
what do you mean?
Damien's got his muscle, his strength. He can go in and fight
No.
whoever.
Also,
Oh,
LA Knight
But
doesn't have
LA
his
Knight-
muscles or strength.
LA Knight is a much smaller guy. He's like a Rey Mysterio.
Well, in that case,
Damien
Santos
Priest.
should've
Smaller as in shorter.
And
But
Santos should have
smaller
won
as
then.
in
San-
beef ain't it?
Santos should have won then.
Right.
Nah,
No, LA Knight is
Man,
beefy.
y'all ganging up on me. That ain't
no,
even fair.
I just don't think.
Sounds
I mean,
perfect.
LA Knights. I think his time will come.
Most
But,
definitely.
yeah, I think his time will come, but it wasn't it last night. It would have been like a Otis situation to me.
I thought they might because he has been getting a little bit more of a push lately than.
Yeah, but you know how
Yeah.
WWE does. People can get a push.
It fades fast.
People get a push and like everybody loves this guy. And WWE's like, he's not ready yet. So I think that's how they did Shinsuke. Shinsuke was just like when Shinsuke won the Royal Rumble. He was like,
Yeah, I don't think they used him to his fullest, and I still don't think
They
they do.
definitely didn't do that, and they definitely don't. You are correct.
yeah. But like I'm glad he's back to his old theme music.
Right.
That's my favorite. Like I live for that. I remember when we went to
SmackDown?
No, it was a Starcade.
Yep.
That's the first time I saw Shinsuke's entrance in person. That was the first time I saw it in person, and I lived for that. And I was like, yes, and he won. So Starcade was fun, by the way. I
When
forgot
he-
about that.
When the performer came out and did it with the electric violin, that was pretty cool. That was really good.
Rick Booge,
No,
Maybe.
or you talking the WrestleMania one?
no, but yeah, probably the
His
WrestleMania
entrance.
one.
Oh, okay, WrestleMania. Yeah, I remember.
That was pretty awesome.
All right, so no final thoughts on that match. We're good.
I think I'm good.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we're about. We'll hit the rest of the points I have
Okay.
later.
Okay. So the next match, which is very interesting to me.
Oh yeah,
Women's Tag Team
very-
Championship.
very.
Oh, I know you were
Ronda
invested.
Rousey versus Shayna Baszler. Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler versus Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. Now,
You
So
definitely
be
right the
clear.
first time.
To be clear, we both knew they
The
were
titles
going to
were
win.
Yeah, yeah, there was no
We-
doubt. that they
neither
were
one
taking
of
the titles
us
back.
none of
saw
us.
that one
None
coming.
of us. None of us.
But if we would have bothered to do just a smidgen of research, we would have known that
Mhm.
apparently Rhonda and Shayna have had this in the works. That
From the time
she
Ronda
has-
came in.
she has a hard out date. She is done at this time, at
Okay.
this date, and it's that date is apparently approaching.
Mhm.
And that's been set since she signed the contract in the first place, and it's also been set that Shayna and her were gonna do
A feud
a feud.
before she leaves.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
But
So I
speaking
know
of
that.
Ronda Rousey, off subject here, on the same note of doing research, that there's rumors in the mill that she wants to go back to UFC now that Amanda Nunes has retired.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, you say the same thing. Yeah, yeah, because I saw when Nunez retired. Yeah, so I remember when Nunez beat them. Anyway,
Right. She left
anyway,
there.
I'm a big
came
fan of
running
both.
here,
Yeah, I'm a
and
big
now
fan.
She's about to
I'm a
leave
big-
here and go back.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of both. So Nunez, of course, Nunez. I was a big fan of Ronda Rousey until Nunez put the hands on her.
For
And I was like,
real.
damn, I like Nunez now. But and then
I was a big fan of Ronda until she ran away like she did from the UFC.
I mean,
well, okay. Here's my thing. Every time she comes into the light, she goes back again, and there's all this drama. There's all
Yeah.
these problems,
yeah.
and that shit can stay at home.
I still don't know if that first thing was real. Remember when
I
she
don't
was
know.
like getting her hair braided or something? And She
Yeah.
was like, it's all fake or something, blah, blah, blah. I was like, what is this? Is this setting up for something? Like, I didn't know what you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I don't.
You don't
I don't remember.
You remember that video she put out? And can't remember what she said exactly, but it was a couple of years ago. But she had posted a video saying something about WWE. I can't remember what she said.
It's not a fucking promo. It's not an act. I'm not going out there and doing their fucking act anymore. They can say it's part of the act to kind of try to save face to everybody else, but it's not an act. I'm going out there, I'm doing whatever the hell I want, and they can explain it away however they want. I meant that I'm going to disrespect the sport that they all love so much. Oh, don't break kayfabe, Ronda. Wrestling's it's scripted. It's made up. It's not real. None of those bitches can fucking touch me.
But was that what you were talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I apparently she did it again.
Yeah, I don't know what's going. I saw it.
I didn't see the video, but apparently she
And
did.
I also saw some video of her cooking, and that was interesting.
She doesn't strike me as the type that would cook.
I think she made eggplant parmesan.
She's got a farm or something like that, so I mean, I can see that, but I mean,
it took me straight out of left field. I was like, this was just not a side of her I expected. I mean, it makes sense. Obviously, I think she's married.
Yeah,
she's a wife. She's a mother. It makes sense.
Yeah.
You do these things. You feed your family.
Oh.
But it was just, I don't know if it was intentionally awkward for the video, but it was definitely awkward.
Yeah.
And that added to the funny level of it. And I think that's probably part of her personality.
Yeah.
Her that she puts out, is.
Yeah, so I didn't know back to Matt. I didn't know that she wanted to feud with Shayna Baszler. So that's probably why it was so freaking random. Because like she got in the ring and she started doing this right here, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh, somebody that came back. Like, no, that's Shayna Baszler. What is going on here? And then she just choked her out, and I look like Liv Morgan. Me and Liv Morgan got the same face, like. And then 1, 2, 3, and then I didn't write this down, but I just thought about it. Ronda Rousey is so awkward now. Like, you see when Liv put her finishing maneuver on her, she dropped right on top of her.
I think the challengers are as baffled as we are. Liv Morgan with oblivion to Ronda Rousey drops her on the top of her head, and Liv and Raquel win the tag titles.
She dropped right on top of her head, and it was just really awkward. But, so I guess it's going to be a SummerSlam match?
I would assume so.
Whatever that hard out day is.
It should be a submission match. It should be a submission match.
It should be.
I think that would be a good one.
So
Ronda Rousey's gonna win though.
No, Shayna Baszler needs to win.
Okay, well here's the thing. Shayna is the underdog, and Shayna is the one that has,
You're right for a push.
She's kind of in Ronda's shadow just because Ronda is this big, know. And you heard about Ronda leaving and going WWE. You didn't hear about Shayna.
I've never heard of Shayna Baszler until she came into WWE.
She did the same exact
shit.
I
heard she did.
She was a bad bitch. Those hands are dangerous, but you never heard about her because Ronda Rousey.
I never
because Ronda Rousey is drama and Ronda Rousey is a headline.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about her as a person. I'm saying the name to the media these days is drama and it is a headline.
Okay.
And that's just, I cannot imagine living that life.
Yeah.
But hey, they're getting paid a lot of money to do it. And apparently you get to beat the shit out of your best friend, and I
wish I was a wrestler in Attitude Era beating up my boss.
Yeah.
I always said that had to be the best job ever.
I'd love to be a female wrestler right now.
To beat up right now, yeah.
I love the 90s, but absolutely the hell not.
Yeah, no.
Okay? I got too much mouth to be a diva.
She ain't wrong.
I got too much mouth, okay?
Yeah, back then it wasn't women's wrestling. It was like Jello matches
and lingerie.
And and Thanksgiving gravy matches.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Yeah, no, I mean like they don't get me wrong. Like back then when I was a kid, it was nice. But then it's like when you grow up, you're just like, no, I want to see these, just like UFC. Like I love watching UFC, women UFC
fighters,
women UFC fight. Mighty, this shit's good. Women in UFC fight because very rarely, probably almost never, I see it go all 3 or 5 rounds.
Right.
Yeah.
They always either knock somebody out or they submit.
Yeah.
Like I've never seen it go 3-5. Ronda Rousey, she got knocked out what, a minute or something? First round, I was like throwing the towel. I remember watching that. I was like, I didn't know who Nunes was.
I
was going for Rousey. And I was like,
buying that match.
I was like, you're about to get it.
I remember you saying, "I am so glad I did not buy that match."
I would have been so
'Cause I would
mad.
have been so mad.
That's why I never buy UFC fights. I'll go somewhere else because if I buy this highly anticipated fight and it ends in the first round, I'm gonna be mad. And I just paid this much money.
At least if you go
You
somewhere,
don't care about
you
the
bought
first,
some
second,
chicken
third.
wings.
Yeah, exactly. I'll go buy chicken wings and waste my time there.
Right.
I'm not gonna buy this match. I'm not gonna sit here. I'll buy a WWE pay-per-view all day
I will
long.
buy AEW
Because it's
all
going to
day
be
long.
3.5, 4 hours
No
long.
matter what.
Right.
Guaranteed.
Except sometimes WWE do this. It'll be a great match and then it'll end in disqualification. Oh my god.
Right.
I hate when that happens.
I read an article the other day that was talking about ever since fans came back from COVID, every single premium live event has been, great
Phenomenal.
and better and better and better. And I'm just like,
better.
Everything is better.
I wouldn't go so far as to say ever since fans came back.
No, not ever since fans came back.
No.
I would have to say ever since Triple H got back.
Because ever since fans came back, Vince McMahon was still in
It was
charge.
what, the first one after the draft? The first Raw after the draft was what it was?
What?
Yeah.
That's when Triple H had fully, that was
taken back
the-
control.
up to the draft.
Yeah.
Vince McMahon
Yeah.
had already set these plans.
Yeah.
And Triple H changed some of them, but some of them were set.
Yeah.
So then after the draft
Was
is Triple H.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
to Hunter?
To Triple H.
Man, to Triple H, the GOAT.
Triple H.
I think he's one of the greatest of all
One
time.
of the greatest of all
Oh
time.
yeah.
Right up there with Eddie Guerrero.
Oh yeah. So the third match,
Mm-hmm.
the Intercontinental Championship match, Matt Riddle versus Gunther.
Hey,
Now,
I would like to say in our predictions, you were right.
about what I say?
You said Drew McIntyre was going to come back.
Okay, I did say that. Okay, so about that too. So Sam said that about Drew McIntyre. Man, we okay. What about the match? Let's talk about the match first. let's talk about the match.
Straight
Yeah,
to the
straight to the
important
end.
stuff.
Yeah. So Gunther won, and I remember you saying like you're tired of Gunther in his
I'm
reign.
tired of it.
You're just like it's getting dragged out. Now we already knew Matt Riddle wasn't going to win.
Right.
Absolutely.
No, we wasn't.
I like this article I saw not too many days ago talking about where would Gunther be if he had have lost the Intercontinental title. Not where would Gunther be if he wasn't Intercontinental Champion. Where would he be if he already lost it? And basically they were saying, and I agree, that he has the ability to be world championship material. He could be in matches with Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins and AJ Styles in championship caliber matches.
AJ Styles not going to be champion.
He's not a
Why you gotta put
champion
AJ Styles in this?
because he is a
He
main
said
event
Roman.
star.
He said Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. Yep, AJ Styles.
John Cena might have well been there.
Well, we can't ever see him, so who knows?
We did. Okay, I see
Can't
what
nobody
I see what
see
you did there. Okay, I see what you did there. Okay.
I
lost
claim
it.
him.
I did too. What
We
we
got the Gunther.
Gunther, yeah.
Matt
What would he
Riddle.
be?
Well, the fact that he is championship material, he could be having these big, high quality matches,
I agree.
but he still has the Intercontinental title.
Yeah.
With that being said, I'm pretty sure we're in agreement. I'm pretty sure you might be in agreement. Drew McIntyre's taking the title off.
Okay,
Yes.
so we'll go into that. So I remember we were talking about Seth Rollins last time, and we were talking about who's going to be the next challenger. You said Drew McIntyre, but obviously he came back, and he's coming for the Intercontinental Championship now, which you can't go wrong either way.
I think Damien's going to go for Seth's title.
Oh yeah.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Undoubtedly.
I think Drew McIntyre versus Gunther. I think that'd be a great match for SummerSlam.
Oh yeah.
Two giants.
But
the issue with that being is Damien's smart enough. He's not going to just be like, hey, I'm fighting you at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
He's going to wait until Gunther has a title defense at SummerSlam.
You think Damien Priest is gonna go after Gunther?
No, I think.
Oh, sorry. I got him.
Oh, okay. I was about to say. I was like, wait, that's a first.
No,
'Cause nobody in
my
history of
bad.
Money in the Bank went after a U.S. title or a tag team
My bad.
title or cruiserweight or intercontinental.
I got him mixed up.
Okay, I was about to say because nobody and anybody who does that is stupid.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that.
guaranteed.
So if you got the Money in the Bank and you got a chance to go after $1, $5, $10, $20, $50, $100, and you choose to go after fucking $20 or $50, that $100 is sitting right there. Go after it. That was. I mean, I don't know how.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
That's a
Well,
good
it's pretty
analogy
accurate.
right there.
Pretty
The
accurate.
metaphor.
Pretty
Was that a
I
good
thought
one?
it was a good one.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
it
was
was
making
pretty
sure.
nail
In
on
my
the head.
mind, I was like, that's got to be a great metaphor.
Oh yeah, it was.
But no, if you got the Money in the Bank to go after any championship, why not go after the biggest one? So
Enough.
he'll go after the biggest one.
See, but Roman Reigns would disagree with you though, because if he's going after Seth Rollins' title, then obviously he's not going after the biggest title in Roman Reigns' opinion.
That's true. And he could show
But-
up on SmackDown and go after it.
Roman Reigns' story is already just about written,
We'll get to that.
so
We'll
I
get to
don't
that.
think that's an option.
Let's not
We
jump.
can
Let's not jump.
skip
and skip.
that parallel right now. Okay,
So-
we don't need to go there.
So Drew McIntyre comes back. Honestly, didn't know what was gonna happen with him because we ain't seen him.
Well, see, I've seen talks that even after he's come back, they're
He's
still
not signed.
not signed on a contract extension, and his contract is up in early months of 24.
Oh, okay.
So, in my personal opinion,
He's got time.
they're probably going to give him the Intercontinental title in hopes that he will sign on the dotted line, and basically he's going to get the Intercontinental title and try to do it better than Gunther did, and get them to give him what he wants to extend his contract.
He might try to just ride this out.
And leave
I
as
can't put
Intercontinental
my
champion
finger on it,
and
but I'm
walk
just so
out
tired of
and
going
jump
there.
the barricade and just go up the arena ramp.
Okay, CM Punk. I don't think he's gonna do that, but
Hey, look,
It's her fault. She's the CM Punk fan.
oh, he was.
look.
Oh. There's
That's
talks
a
that he wanted to come
different
back.
promotion.
See,
Oh, no, wait, no,
It's
this-
WWE.
You're right. Let's talk wrestling, but
If
you're right.
WWE takes him back.
I think that.
If he goes back to WWE, it is both respectively from both sides.
They all would be hypocrites.
No.
Y'all need to stay away from each other. Y'all don't get along,
If-
okay?
if
If you
he
can't say
comes-
nothing nice, don't say nothing at all. I tell my kids all the time.
If he comes back to WWE, they're gonna give him the Cody Rhodes treatment, but worse.
Are you kidding? And he won't take
A
it.
lot worse. I mean,
He won't take
he'll
it.
go to WrestleMania and lose. He'll go to SummerSlam.
Okay, so at
He'll go
this
to
point,
Survivor Series and lose.
Cody-
Royal Rumble, the number 29, and lose.
Cody tore a pec off of the bone.
Yeah.
Okay, he's broken a bone.
This man can't say
What
no
else?
worse shit.
He had.
God,
I mean, I'm just saying, if
He
that
was
is
always
the punishment
going
that has been
AEW
doled
too.
out to him, imagine what one would happen, the level of punishment that would come to CM Punk.
oh, CM
But,
Punk's gonna
two,
get it.
And more importantly,
Get it.
here's what I have to stress, guys. He's 45.
He'd
Oh,
be,
yeah.
Like,
he'd be better off not coming back.
yeah, he just needs to stay where he's at.
He needs to stay on
Because
Collision.
TK's gonna play with him. You know, he's gonna do what he's doing.
Stay
He's
on
gonna let him do
AEW.
what he's doing. You know, obviously he's gonna let him do it. Let it, you know.
Stay on.
Stay where you're at.
Stay there, because if he comes to WWE, like I said, he's not gonna be a champion again.
For the record, just for the people out there, I do not support or condone the temper tantrum action. Okay,
He is a
that's
big
not-
He
crybaby.
Look,
is. He
I
wasn't
have not had
WWE.
nice things to say for a couple months. I'm still a fan because I don't quit. But
I
to
can't
be
lie.
honest with you,
I gotta watch AEW. I don't
You
watch
know,
AEW.
I feel very
Especially now that
disappointed
Let's
in
talk
him.
wrestling, because I would, you know
You're
how
right, you're
hyped
right.
I would get
Yeah.
for some AEW
I-
conversation.
We're gonna
I
do
just
it. We're gonna do
feel
it.
so disappointed in him, and that's it. And
Those
just
are
don't
days
come
where
for
I
me
feel
because I like CM Punk. Now, back to Money in the Bank.
Okay, now you got that off your chest.
That's all I have to say. I am not trying to get strung up by the internet.
It's fine. You want some more?
No, I'm good on that.
You drank it pretty good.
It was good.
Good.
I like it.
Are we taking a key?
They're over there, as a matter of fact.
So what y'all think about? Never mind. So,
rating the match, ultimately, total Gunther, Matt Riddle.
I mean, it was actually a good match. It was a good match. It was alright.
I mean, it was a little
I would
predictable
still
because we
be
knew
about
it was
I
going
mean,
for the ankle
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
of the
yeah, yeah.
previous interaction. And it's like, okay, of course, we get that. And then
You know what I don't like?
Riddle's kind of also being punished, in my opinion, but that's a different topic.
Yeah, for his
Yeah,
video.
for a lot of stuff.
Did you see the video?
I did not.
I didn't know what people were talking about. I was like, video.
I'm not looking it up.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it.
Yeah,
I know what's
well,
in the video, and
well,
that can stay imaginary for me.
When you're on Twitter a lot, you see it. So
See, I'm not, and I appreciate not being.
you want to know what's on the video?
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure I know what's on
Oh,
the video.
I do want to know what's
Oh,
on
you
the
wanna
video,
know?
man. Yes, I do.
Oh well, he's like, I'll tell you off the camera, man.
I almost got you.
I mean, I'll tell you off the camera. Anyway, okay, next match:
Please.
Cody Rhodes versus Dominic Mysterio.
Look, okay.
By far the most boring match of the night.
It was a little draggy.
I personally, I love Cody. I just do.
Nah, I'm good.
I just do. I really do. I like him.
You just love him. You like him.
I like the American Nightmare thing.
Yeah.
I laugh with him at the Stardust thing. I'm all about the family history.
Stardust. God almighty.
He
Look,
hated Stardust.
He
I know
hated
he
it too.
did.
That's why I can laugh with him about it now.
I hated it. He hated it.
Everyone hated
Everyone hated it. Okay.
It was funny, like you said. Laugh.
It wasn't even funny then, but it's
Yeah,
kind of like
then I was
if you don't
bitching
laugh,
about
man,
it.
he's gonna cry. Okay,
Hey,
let the man laugh.
I mean, back then, it was like, put it like this. Back then, I was like, why?
To the people writing it, it was hilarious.
Yeah, but as I got older and I look back at it, I'm
We
like,
understand,
this shit,
yeah.
that shit was stupid.
Yeah.
Like, that was
It
dumb.
And the things,
Yeah.
some of the things Stardust did,
Stardust.
I'm so glad.
Yeah,
I'm so
yeah.
glad we didn't understand
Yeah.
as children.
Yeah.
Some of the things,
Where is this to?
Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes and rest in peace, Stardust.
Can the punishment be over yet, guys?
Please.
Hunter, please.
Not till WrestleMania.
Yeah, if he's gonna do it, I want him to do it at WrestleMania. Like,
He's going to do it at WrestleMania.
yeah, I want
I
him
don't
to do
want
it
him
at
to win the title now. I just want him to stop.
No, I want him to win the title.
Yeah, he's got to finish
Because
the story.
As
No,
great,
I mean right now. Like I just
No,
want him to stop being punished right now. He can
Oh.
win the title at WrestleMania. That's fine.
as good as historic, as what's the word I'm looking for? As big as a star as Dusty Rhodes, his dad was. Why was he never a champion?
I've wondered that whenever he started saying, okay, because admittedly I do not know quite as much. I know
don't
a
either.
lot.
Man, I started watching wrestling in 2000.
Okay, well I did grow up watching it, in my family.
Yeah.
But I did not admittedly watch everything, like somebody here did. And I did not spend when WWE Network came out, I can tell you what he did during his spare time.
Oh, yeah.
Because he
I've
watched
watched
everything.
everything.
I mean, I've watched a lot of it because
Bro.
my youngest kid liked wrestling so much that when she was a baby, like baby, she wouldn't stop crying unless it was wrestling on the TV.
She stole my heart, dude. I before she was born, I'll go on camera and say it because she stole it. Before she was born, I swore up and down like that. I'm not gonna be close to that kid. That kid is not
we were
the
friends.
other one. We were just friends.
we
at the time.
never
Yeah.
imagined.
And then that little kid popped out, and we were still friends. And the whole situation. And she would be crying with Mama, and she would be crying with Daddy. And then she'd come sit with me, and she'd be crying. And I'd be like, you know what? I'm gonna just turn wrestling. Okay, if you're gonna cry, I'm gonna watch wrestling. So I'll turn wrestling on.
That's how it
And
happened.
then sure enough, wrestling would come on, and she'd stop crying, and she'd watch the TV with me.
I mean,
And in
we
my
are
arms.
talking about a 4-week-old baby.
Then it'd go to commercial. She'd start screaming. When it came back from commercial, she'd stop screaming.
I wish I was.
She legitimately wanted to watch wrestling.
And to this day, she still loves wrestling. though.
Don't they?
Nah, she's kind of touch and go. You know,
No.
she's
They
not
love live
hardcore
wrestling.
into it. She's a
Kid now.
They
Right,
love live
exactly.
wrestling.
They do love live wrestling.
They will go to
Oh, just like Cody.
the local indie shows and have
yeah.
a blast. They will go to WWE shows. We don't take them to AEW shows.
No.
They're just
Too
a little
late.
too much
And-
blood.
and, well, it's
And
not
they go
for
out in
me.
the crowd, and my kid
No.
might,
They
like
what?
AEW fights in
gets
the crowd, man.
They will
the
legitimately
wrestling.
go
Oh,
in
okay.
between,
Okay.
just
And I
The
don't mean
chairs
like,
and
oh,
stuff.
just the people right here. I mean, they go
like
through
with
the crowd.
WWE,
Like,
they have a planned security guard place. A lot of times with AEW, if they're going to go like out into the concourse, they'll have security guards.
Yeah.
But they have a lot more leeway than WWE does, and they will end up just over the barricade in the front, or second row.
Well, you know, AEW's trying to compete with WWE too. So.
And I'm all for that.
Yeah.
But I don't trust my kids and those wrestlers in the same close vicinity because my kids are going to try to get right up on them and touch them.
Yeah.
And that's not, they got to get to an age that you understand you can't do that because they're
we do
doing
not
a job.
touch people.
Like, maybe when they're walking down the ramp coming in, that's one thing.
High
reach
five,
out,
reach
high
a
five,
hand out.
Yeah.
hey,
That's a
what's up?
consensual act right
Right,
there.
right.
But you reaching out
Yeah.
and touching that wrestler, or even, Aubrey is 7 years old and she is not very coordinated sometimes, and her trying to back,
jump out the way.
Yeah.
I mean, they are really right here.
Yeah.
I have seen a guy sitting in his seat like this, and the guys are right here.
are like literally, he's got a competitor laid on his chest,
Yeah.
and he's sitting there going at him like this.
Yeah.
And you can tell by it's not a stage worker.
No.
It's not a camera guy. It's
It's
not.
some fan that
It
paid
is
to be
somebody that
Yeah.
just.
there. And I'm
sat in
not
the right
gonna put my
daggone
kids in
seat.
that position.
No, you don't want your kids in that
Yeah,
position.
exactly.
We did go sit 4 seats at AEW show.
Oh
and
yeah, that was
awesome.
great.
That is
Me and her did. We went floor seats.
Oh,
We were
okay.
second row back. Oh, dude, it was fantastic.
It was really
That
awesome.
was
Is that the one in
actually.
Charlotte?
Mhm.
It was. It was Battle of the Belts, and it was actually Daniel Garcia's debut on AEW. I didn't realize that. I called that from the get go.
He saw him
I
sitting on
saw
the
him halfway
sidelines from
through
the
the
beginning.
show. Like, well, and I know, but other fans will.
Okay.
So maybe it will entice you to
Didn't he
join the
come from
bandwagon.
MMA too?
That
He came
I'm not
from
sure
something.
about. I didn't know anything about him. I'd never seen him.
The way
It's
he
just,
fights, I'm pretty sure it
you've
came
been
from
to a
MMA.
WWE show. You know how the floor seats are. You've
Yeah.
got this side to this side, and they're all in a straight row.
Yeah.
Well, there was one chair off to the side.
And he's sitting in it.
And, ultimately, there
So-
wasn't anyone in it at first. It was just an empty chair.
And
And
then,
then
And then
there
a little
was a
bit into the
hooded
show,
figure.
and all of a sudden there was a hooded figure, and I'm like,
That guy
he
showed up.
works here.
He was really like, that guy just showed up.
yeah.
Where did he come
Hold on,
from?
Where did he come from?
Yeah.
Because I've been watching, and he's right in front of me,
Yeah.
and that chair wasn't full not long ago.
And 20
then
minutes later,
Yep.
he's like,
he jumps the barricade and gets in the ring and starts whooping up on somebody. I forget
Yeah.
who it was, but
I don't
it was.
remember who it
I
was
lost
either, but
it,
it
dude.
was
I was
cool.
like, I saw you. Oh, it was great.
I know
Yeah.
we met Sammy Guevara that night.
We did meet Sammy Guevara that night. It was cool as hell.
Hey, he's a Spanish god, so that works.
That's funny.
It is pretty good. Back to Money in the Bank.
What match were we on?
I don't know. You've got
Cody
me
Rhodes
off on
and
AEW.
Dominic Mysterio.
Well, it works because he was
Because
from
Cody-
AEW.
Okay.
Cody
Yep.
in AEW, yeah, that's how it worked.
Okay, so
I lied. I do want some more than Jack.
nah, bro.
Okay. No, I'm just kidding. I mean,
So So I will say this: Dominic Mysterio, he's actually not that bad. He's not.
he is
He's
very
too big to do a
green.
619.
He is too big to do a 619.
He's too long.
Okay. I wasn't talking about 619, but
He needs to go to NXT.
that
He
I
needs
do
development.
agree with. That I do agree with. It's a certain extent. When
His
I say
name got him past
What-
developmental.
Yeah.
yes,
Exactly.
but as far as being like in the ring, he's not that bad. But
He was taught by
I
Eddie.
do agree.
And by Ray.
I do agree. He should go to NXT. This goes back to
Can I have like an ice or two out of yours so it'll water that down a little bit? Ooh,
The water you
good
had.
lord.
Look, you're almost done. You don't need an ice cube.
Good lord. I will
No,
go
wait.
to-
You mean just get your ice cube?
I mean, that works too.
I'm still nice. I watched my
He
hands.
said,
Oh,
"Good
okay.
Lord."
Ooh,
He said, "Good Lord."
I went from a watered down, straight shot of whiskey
He said, "Good
to
Lord."
just a straight shot of whiskey.
It's not that bad, is it?
No, it's not that bad. I just wasn't expecting it, and now at this point, nah, I can't do it right now.
Give him a little ice cube. Oh, okay, she got two.
That works. That works perfectly fine. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
That's what I'm drinking. What I'm drinking.
Yep.
About Dominic.
Is-
He's not bad.
No,
He
he's not bad.
is obviously young, and I'm just gonna say this. Maybe it is because of the mom aspect or something. I find him and Rhea awkward.
It is awkward because
It is not realistic.
no.
I know that it is supposed to be overly dramatized and it's supposed to be, all my Latin heat and my mom Latino, but it physically they are very awkward to me.
Can I just say that Rhea Ripley is like I have a weird attraction to her.
My niece
Yeah.
loves her. I saw somebody a couple months ago oh my God, you need to take Rhea Ripley away from this. If they do that, they are absolutely ignorant.
Oh yeah.
Away from what?
Away from the goth thing. If
No,
that's what
no,
she
no,
wants to
no,
do,
no, no.
dude, let her do
No,
that
no,
shit
let
because
her
it
do
works.
No. What? This is totally
It does
off.
not work for everyone.
This is totally off topic, but I mean, yes, the Rhea Ripley and Mysterio, Damien Mysterio is a little awkward. Nothing can be more awkward and disgusting than Bobby Lashley.
And freaking Lana. Oh my God.
Bro, I can't tell you, and I can't tell you how many times we come to work and I'm like, bro, they need to get this shit now.
At least that was.
No, that was disgusting. I can't even explain it.
Lana and Bobby
No!
did not have the physical commitment that Dominic and Rhea have.
True enough.
They are all over each other
All
to a
over
point where I'm like, does Buddy Matthews know we'll hand that right now, Dominic?
No.
Did you watch
No.
Lana and Bobby
No.
Lashley?
Bobby Lashley and Lana, they were kissing. They done all that.
Hey,
Well,
They were all in that. And I
I
was
guess
like,
I just feel like that's
no,
fake.
no. This was the most disgusting, and I think
Maybe it's not as awkward for me because they're the same age. I think that's it.
probably because Dominic.
And I know-
Dominic and
Honestly, I was
wait a
about
minute,
to say.
how was Rhea?
I was about to say, honestly, Rhea and Dominic are probably the same age, but Rhea's character is so much more
she's more
mature.
Yeah.
And Dominic's is just he's writing this little boy thing.
So Rhea's 26.
I think Dominic's 19.
Really? I thought he was at
He
least
might
old
be
enough to drink.
21.
Well, then again, I don't know because
He's got to be 18.
I saw Dominic when he was just a little boy in the ring celebrating.
When
the
did he
Rey Mysterio.
truly start?
2008. He's talking about
They're
2008.
the same age, bro.
They are?
They are the same age.
Wow.
Bro, why does he seem like 15?
He's 26.
He got old.
I'm upset
I'm
by
older
that
than
now.
Dominic.
It's just not awkward anymore.
No, it's even more awkward because, bro, why are you intentionally acting like a teenager? You are a
That's true.
26-year-old man.
That's true because I thought he was way younger. I thought
Why are you acting
I
like
thought
that?
he was at least 21.
Why are we acting like
around
he's
that,
19
I
years
thought
old?
he was at least 21, maybe younger.
What does she
But-
mean she's
so-
turning him into a man? Hold up,
And-
shouldn't he have done
And
that a long time
engaged.
ago?
He's engaged too. That is crazy, bro.
Engaged to who?
I don't know. Marie Juliet. I don't know. But that is crazy.
How does she? Nah. I'm telling you right now,
So
we would fight.
Nah, bro. See, no.
Oh
man.
yeah, no.
We would
there-
fight.
There is no managerial
No,
standpoint.
Forget that. If I'm getting paid X amount of dollars to be, remember
He
they're,
get paid
remember
to do
they're
everything
remember
except
they're
kiss a
acting.
woman.
Remember that.
And-
Bro, Mysterio and Rhea never
Oh, I
kissed.
can,
No,
I can go
but-
ahead and tell you now, Dominic and Mysterio.
Dominic and Rhea?
Dominic and
Yeah.
Mysterio.
Yeah, Dominic and Rhea. No.
Yeah, I don't.
No,
if they were, I don't think it's in their contract because if they would have been done it by